Hi there everyone, this is Heroic Shadowmoon Burial Grounds, and I'm doing this via tank perspective. Here's my gear real quick. I am 640 item level. My talents. And my glyphs. Okay, so I'm going to walk you through this as best I can, the easiest method for tanking this dungeon. First part here is pretty easy. Make sure you interrupt Shadowmen from these guys, otherwise you'll be sitting here with a lot of mobs being healed and it'll take longer than it needs to be. Every now and then, some, I want to call them ghosts, will pop up and you will need to get on them. This guy here, he casts a ability called Void Pulse right there. You want to interrupt that as much as possible, because it is a huge AoE and it will hit everybody. And it'll make your healer mad. So the more you can interrupt it, the less incoming damage you will receive. You can either go left or right, it doesn't really matter. Just chose to go to the left, because I'm a lefty. Once again, as you see, these guys here summon these defiled spirits. And more or less it's just a tanking, keeping them away from everyone else type thing at the moment. Pretty easy. I think the runes do damage to you? Yeah, they do. So don't stand in the runes. You saw it goes away when you stand in it, but will do damage to you. Just, you can avoid them pretty easily. Here we are going to actually kill these spiders and then drop down.
Place, outsider. It will be your final rest.
A little bit of a shortcut. And then there's going to be more spiders down here. Real easy. They're non-elites. Just need to make sure everyone follows. And okay, we've got all 5 people now. Then you're going to go to the right. Go to the left. Oops. Someone aggro. Really sure what happened there. This group does not come usually. Must have been a pet. That's the only thing I can think of. DPS can move out of the way of that moving purple ball. It's just telegraphed in the direction that it's going. Again, you can interrupt these mobs if you need to, but our healer's pretty darn good, so no need. Here, once again, find the mender and interrupt the mending cast, Shadow Mend. And again. Okay, 2 of these void spawns. Try to just tank them together and interrupt them as much as possible with void pulse. Sometimes you can only just interrupt one. As you saw, everyone there took damage. I can't interrupt that one. As you saw, everyone took damage again. Let's see if I can do something here to help out, because no one else is interrupting. And we are here at the first boss. That right there is a garrison mission, by the way. That big crystal back there, you grab it. I forgot the name of the quest, though. Okay, she is fairly simple. After everyone is here, I see I got 4 people from the same guild here. Alright. She's gonna do 2 things. First thing, you see the green little rune, or green, gosh, I'm colorblind. Purple runes.
3, 2, 1.
Probably want to get rid of some of them if you're DPS. Whispers of the Dark Star, you can't do anything against. That is just something that the healer has to heal through. This, though, is something that you need to keep an eye on. And helps. You need to kill the ad before it actually reaches her.
Destruction.
Okay, Dark Eclipse. You stand on one of the runes here. There's some more of those incoming
2, 1.
blades. You move her away from them as they do a pulsing AoE damage. And if you see the little purple swirl underneath your feet, you're going to want to move out of the way.
Destruction.
Just doing Dark Eclipse again. Find an eclipse. And that's that. Pretty easy. Give me a second there to find her. Necklace. Okay, moving along. Next group gets a little bit more interesting. The Enslavers cast this, I want to call it continuous AoE, basically, that will target you and this rending void slash. And that stupid hunter decided to pull that guy. It's like, is it really that difficult not to freaking target? Sorry, getting off topic. Anyway, if your healer or you can't seem to handle that rending void slash, try to interrupt it as much as possible. It doesn't do that much damage, it's just it's continuous over and over. So also if you have, say, there for a brief moment I had 3 of them casting on me at one time, that can be a little annoying. Okay, the Exhumers. See these crypts? They summon spirits out of them. And spirits can actually hit a little hard, so you'll want to take a notice if you need to pop any cooldowns. Also, if you're Death Knight, you can actually pull the Exhumer away. Oh, I didn't pull her away far enough. You can pull them away far enough, and guess what? They won't be able to exhume those spirits. The problem is that if anyone runs over those graves, they will become exhumed. Which becomes key in this next little area here where the next boss is. This is kind of a feat check. See, these are the little gravestones. If you don't run over them... Oh, it says I ran over one. Well, I failed. Anyways, if you don't run over them, or apparently, it looked to me as I didn't run over it, get close to them, you will not exhume the spirit, and they will not pop up.
Your blissful act, yes.
Okay, this guy, face him away from the raid, number one, because he's going to cast this, I'm going to call it like a purple fireball thing there, or fireball thing, that, whatever. Next, he's going to cast this thing that is going to suck everyone into his little swirling area here. You just got to stay outside of it. Third, what's going to happen is he's going to steal your soul, and you need to kill your soul, or whatever you want to call it. Click that to get back out of there, and then get back on the boss. Now you can't help anyone else. They've got to get out of there on their own. And then finally, what's going to happen is he casts Void Devastation. It's going to land down all these purple fireballs everywhere, and you need to make sure that he is out of them. They have the little runes there. Just don't stand in them. Oh, and someone ran over one of the exhumed spirit nodes, so now you need to pick up an exhumed spirit.
None escape the void.
And you should die momentarily. There we go.
Maggots swarming to the corpse of a dying god.
Once again, don't run over the defiled spirit burial ground. Unfortunately, these guys did. Oh, just gather them all up. Keep it up. There is a patrolling mob back here. I'm gonna go ahead and pull her in. The wrong button there, trying to interrupt. Next part here is very annoying. I'll just put it that way. The bats are your #1 priority to kill. They will put a stacking poison debuff on you. And it's not fun to actually mess with. If your healer doesn't know that they can dispel it, it will stack up to an unreasonable amount of stacks, and you'll start taking an extreme amount of damage. Best thing to do there is to pull the spiders back because the bats will come anyway. Here is the debuff. It's called Plague Spit. And you can see it's already stacked up to 4 on me. More. It's 8,000 nature damage every 2 seconds. If you're a Death Knight, you can cheat a little bit and use an AMS. You can just bring these spiders down with you, since they're pretty easy, and then pull the next little group of spiders here. But don't go any further into that next room. Immediately to the right side here are 2 huge spiders that are just like these. And honestly, just pull the ones that are across. And for some reason I was able to grab just one. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to pull both of them. Anyways, there's the 2 spiders. Pick which side you're going to pull. You can pass through them and not have to pull them at all. However, the chances of your group not accidentally pulling one of them is pretty, how should I say this, low. So, it doesn't take very much to kill them, and I'd rather kill 2 of them instead of 4 if people start panicking. Okay. This part here is another interesting part of the dungeon. There's going to be 2 worms here that are on this bridge, along with 1 pack, a nasty pack here, of bats. The worm does a body slam, which is that, and you need to get out of the way of that because it will knock you off, just like that poor person there. And the only way to get back up is to stand in one of these water spouts and jump. And I don't know how that guy is going to get out of there. Okay. Now we're going to have another worm spawn over here. Same thing. He's going to do the slam. Move out of the way. Now, the reason why these guys basically disappear at 30% health is that they're going to show up during the next boss fight. Alright, Mr. Bonemaw. Take him to the side, because he has a huge slam as well, and he has an ability called Corpse Breath. See the little ball that went out?
Beware.
That is these, I want to call it dead bodies coming out of the ground. He's going to cast an ability here in just a moment called Inhale. you need to run as fast as possible to one of these places so that you don't get sucked in. If you get sucked in, he will grab you, and more or less you will get thrown up in the air, tossed in the water, and it's not fun. Now see, the other worms have spawned. Inhale's up again. Stop what you're doing and get in one of these things. I apologize for GTFO being annoying there. And now we're looking around. There he is.
Beware.
And now with both of the worms dead, it becomes pretty easy. Again, when he does the body slam, move out of the way. When he begins casting Inhale, get in this area here. Yes, you take damage while you're in it, but it slows you down so that you don't get sucked in. Once again, I'm sorry for the loud, annoying DBM sound, or GTFO sounds. And he is now dead. So that was that. That went, not too bad. Could have gone better. That guy got inhaled and died. Where's my augment rune? There we go. Pop that. Those augment runes, by the way, are like the only thing that you get from the free bags if you are a tank or a healer. This pull here is your basically last nasty pull. It's because there's 2 bats, there's 2 spiders, there's going to be lots of stacking crap on you. And best thing that you can do, if you're a DK, you can cheat for a little bit. And if these guys would do some more damage, it would be pretty cool. And that is that. So there's one more pull here. And it's going to be 2 of those huge void spawns. Once again, they've got to be interrupted. And we're missing someone, I believe. Okay, here they come. And then after this, we get to go fight Ner'zhul. Now there would be a cinematic played here if you had not been here before. For some reason they love to place you like really close to him. I've had it where people have jumped down and unintentionally they have pulled him. Okay, 2 things. Number 1, keep him faced away from the raid. Number 2, he's going to call an army of undeads that are chained together. You have got to kill one. That will break the chain where that undead is located. the one thing you gotta stay out of, and the reason why you face him away. If you do not kill the undead and everyone...
Beware.
There it is, Ritual of Bones.
Army of the dead, arise!
Your job is to keep him continually faced away from the raid, and then once the guy dies, just position yourself in between this open area, continue to avoid malevolence, and you will be good. As I cast Malevolence again, what I like to do is pull him in the middle, because you never know which side the undeads will spawn.
Beware. Army of the dead, arise!
Okay. That's good right there. Yeah, that does a pulsing AoE, so try not to stay close to that. This fight is just all about mechanics.
Beware.
Oh, okay, he was dead.
Will
And that was that?
eternity.
Oh cool, it's got a socket, but I've got better. Anyway, so that was Heroic Shadowmoon Burial Grounds. I hope this helps you out, and thanks for watching.